Hello there everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Try New Things, where today we're going to do another little fun build project. Now I do recognize there's probably no less than 5,000 videos on this particular topic, but this is going to be my spin, or the TNT spin, on building cornhole boards. So something that I've played a lot but have never owned a set of cornhole boards, and my intention this weekend is to change that by building my own, so that this fall when the weather cools off, we'll have another fun and exciting thing to do out here at the farm. So stay tuned. I'm going to walk you through at least the TNT build of 2 cornhole boards. Stay tuned. Now, one of the great things about a cornhole board build is that it's pretty simple, and with minimum tools and minimum expense, even though lumber's still a little high, anyone can do it. So here's essentially my material list. I've got 2 sheets, or a sheet already cut into 2 foot by 4 foot. And I went with 1/2 inch ply, some 2x4s, some carriage bolts, and on Amazon I bought a 6-inch hole saw. Now if you're really good with a jigsaw, that's not necessary, but I don't want to press my luck, and I'm going to use a hole saw. So let's get these 2x4s cut to length, and then we'll start assembly. It's going to be pretty quick. Now there is absolutely no need to go fancy on the frame that the plywood attaches to. Just butt ending the 2x4 together is perfectly fine. I'm going to try something a little bit fancier, but not a whole lot, and that's do 45s at the corner. Alright, now that we got our frame pieces all cut out, it's time to assemble them into rectangles and get ready to mount the plywood on it. Now before we go screwing nilly-willy, we're going to add some pilot holes. Alright, it's time for assembly. Now what you want to do is make sure you have a nice level surface to build upon, so that you have a nice square, flat, final product when you're done. Alright, I've decided to go ahead and put the holes in the boards before I assemble or attach the plywood to the new frames we just got done building. There are dimensional requirements or guidelines for cornhole boards. I'll throw them up on the screen now. So what I've done is found my center of hole point, which is 9 inches down and 1 foot in, or center of board. And it's time to try out this new 6-inch hole saw. Hopefully everything goes well. Well, that was a lot of effort on this drill, but we got it done. Nice smooth 6-inch hole. Time to do the other board. Alright, we continue to make pretty good progress here on the cornhole boards. The next thing I'm going to do is a fair amount of sanding, getting ready for the final finishes, and then we're going to move on to the legs before we actually put those finishes on. So hang in there. We're at about the halfway point. Soon you're going to see how the TNT cornhole boards turn out. So here's the order in which we're going to do it. We're starting from left to right. We're going to start with some pre-stain. It's wood conditioner, which should hopefully provide a better, more consistent stain finish. And then we're going with golden oak stain in the center. And then we're going to finish it up with some polyurethane to give it that nice clear coat finish that will hopefully last for quite a while and make it nice and smooth so that the bags don't stick to it. But anyway, let's get started with putting the final finishes on. Now for some golden oak stain. I don't imagine this is going to make a whole lot of difference in color, but we'll see. Yeah, not a ton of difference in color, but it'll bring out the grain a little bit. Here's a quick look. The one on the left is before stain, the one on the right is after, but this is before polyurethane. All right, time to whip up 4 legs. Now there's nothing fancy about these, and I'm going to build them based on this drawing I'm throwing up on the screen, and hopefully it gives us the right angle when we attach it. And so here are the finished legs once I cut them out. I'm not going to attach them to the boards just yet because I want to add some polyurethane to them before I do. But the next step is to add a little TNT flare to our cornhole boards before we go ahead and put the final coat of polyurethane on. So hang in there. We're getting close to the end. You're going to want to see the big reveal. All right, as promised, I put the clear coat on last night. I didn't want to show you the final product just yet. I want to leave that as a surprise. But the first thing we got to do this morning is put those legs on. So let's get the legs on and let's set up the boards. Let's try them out. Stay tuned. Reveal's coming up soon. All right, there you have it, folks. The TNT cornhole board build. Very simple to do. 1/2-inch plywood, 2x4s, 4-inch carriage bolts, and about 3.5 hours worth of effort. And we got it all built. And very pleased with how they turned out. Not sure when this video will come out, but these were done just in time for the 4th of July weekend. So hope you enjoyed this episode of Try New Things. And hopefully it's given you the confidence to try it for yourself. A very simple project that can be done at home with some simple tools. I would recommend the 6-inch hole saw versus the jigsaw. Just save you a little bit of sanding, but otherwise that way would work as well. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. If you have not hit subscribe, please go ahead and do so. And until the next video, bye-bye.